motion getter. Stay in motion. Gonna keep that motion. We gonna stay on top. $1 million nigga. $1 billion nigga. This is not no cap talk.
LAILA, Africa, and the Transformational Sun to activate melanin. LAILA, Africa, and the Transformational Sun to activate melanin. Not limits. Motion Mondays. Peace, family, peace. Yeah, we're a little early today. We're a little early. But I got Shivatism on the Patreon at 9:30. And I wanted to still do the Motion Mondays. So we're going to tap in. But first, I wanted to show y'all this fire video I found with LAILA, Africa. And then we're going to have a deep dive into the idea of LAILA, Africa and what he's talking about. And we're going to run it. So let me share my screen. What's up, family? What's up? Peace to the family. Peace to the squad. Check it out, baby.
If you get less than 2 hours of sunlight today, you have seasonal affective disorder, you are mildly depressed. You are black people, you cannot have less than 2 hours of sunlight a day. You're sunlight dependent. But if you're around the Europeans, you come into caves like this, a building or a classroom, and you're always away from the sun. We were educated outside.
Let's replay that because LAILA dropping. And I need y'all to hear him clearly, because at the same time, at the end of the day, I've been practicing this, and I got some plays and some activations for the family that, hey, y'all gonna want to hear this, and let's hear it clearly. I know you can hear it, but I need you to feel it.
If you get less than 2 hours of sunlight today, you have seasonal affective disorder, you are mildly depressed. You are black people, you cannot have less than 2 hours of sunlight a day. You're sunlight dependent. But if you're around the Europeans, you come into caves like this, a building or a classroom, and you're always away from the sun. We were educated outside in the sun. Some of us have different rhythmicities. Some of us are rhythm learners. Some of us are sound learners. Some of us are touch learners. We have different learning types and learning styles. But they're forcing you to use one learning style, sit down, be quiet, take notes. Well, you may be a rhythm learner and bang on the pencil. Yeah, I understand what you're talking.
You may be a rhythm learner, but they forcing you to sit down in a cubicle in a classroom, and your natural ability is to move and dance or to feel and play and have activation, right? You may be a drawer, but they're telling you to write all day.
Or just move your leg. You're a rhythm learner. Stop wiggling in that chair like that. You need to be on Ritalin. And there you go, putting the child on crack. And Ritalin is the same chemically as crack. There is no difference. But I'm saying there are different rhythmicities in your system. But we only play one rhythmicity, and that's what gets, when you do one, you're going to get in some problems. So the child is a rhythm system. And that rhythm system is mediated by the melanin, but the melanin was compromised.
The child is a rhythm system, so you got to be really in tune to your inner child and your children that you brought here onto this earth realm. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, if you're not paying attention to their calling and what they naturally came down here to do, you might be slowing down their progression because of your low vibrational belief system and the program that you were based upon. You feel me? Look, I'm just telling you what it is. There's people out here getting to it in so many different ways, and we got to see these little kids as examples that kind of broke through the system, broke through the cracks, and were able to create their own lane at 16, 17, Mr. Beast, Kai, Speed, all these kids is doing their own thing. It's examples to show you that there's another way also.
Destroyed by someone eating a diet that's alien to their race. It took your ancestors millions of years to put together an African diet. And here you go, changing it around, eating part of a pig's ass, called it bacon, waking up eating ass. Wonder why I call you asshole. So we're off our diet because we're off our culture. You're off your culture when you're off your diet. You're disrespecting your ancestors. You're disrespecting the holy place. You're desecrating a holy image. You're doing all of those things that we call ma'at. Our ancestors took millions of years to perfect this diet. Here comes the Europeans changing the relationship, changing the synthesis of your systems.
Shout out to LAILA Africa. Shout out to LAILA Africa. So yeah, you know, for a long time I was running from the work heavy, right? Since I was 18, you know, I understood some of the assignments that had to be dealt with. But essentially what happened was, you know, how you are, that prefrontal lobe ain't developed and you think you're God just based off of you having melanin and shit, and you and you know this thing from Bobby and all of them. God damn. About 12, 13 years ago now, maybe, yeah, about 13 years ago now, I've been really heavy into the work. So much so that it actually transformed my life. Instead of me being tied to a job and some kind of stranglehold of gotta get up to go somewhere, literally by doing the work, it literally set me free. Message. And something I've been doing as of lately real heavier, and the manifestations or the miracles been coming in stronger and stronger and stronger, has been me sitting outside and getting that sun, And, you know, I usually go outside, but you know what I'm saying? You know, 45 minutes, an hour, you know what I'm saying? Get the sun, go back in and hibernate again. But as of lately in the Patreon, we read this book. We've been reading this book, T.C. Carrier's book, The Secret Science of Black Male and Female Sex, T.C. Carrier, right? And in it, he basically reminded me or gave me the oomph again to get my bitch ass out in the sun and get them light codes information from spirit. Message. So I've been sitting outside in the sun as of lately for at least 2 hours a day. At least 2 hours. And usually I go for 3 hours, right? And you know, a way that I've been doing it is, you know, talking on the phone or just walking, making sure I walk for 30 minutes. Obviously grounding is important. Grounding is a big thing. Let me show y'all this 607 ungrounding video. This nigga crazy, boy. I thought this was funny and I want y'all opinion on it. What's up, family? What's up? I see y'all in here. Yeah, it's early, but we in here, baby. It go down. They go down like this. They up, share this thing up. Listen to this fool right here, boy. I said, what the hell? Hey, dog. These niggas just be saying shit. I swear. I seen it. I said, what, nigga? But y'all tell me what y'all think. I mean, I get the idea in the, you know, the conscious concept of it. But at the same time, at the end of the day, I'm like, nigga, what in the world is you talking about? Check this nigga out.
You ground at night is different, right? When you ground in the daytime, right, it's for you to absorb energy, right? To activate your masculine, right? But when you do it at night, it's to activate your feminine, right? A lot of people don't know this, right?
I was like, all right, now niggas just shoot they shot with whatever, boy. That nigga said when you ground in the daytime, you activating your melanin. Now, he could be right. I've been in this since, I told you, since I'm 18, I'm 40 now. I ain't never heard no shit like that, nigga. And then just even to think, what time, what? All right, but let me chill. Just listen to this guy. Watch this.
They think that grounding is just something to do. But actually, if you do it correctly, it could be a tool to live.
So when you ground every day, Because we see you.
Yeah, I got ground every day. I got you.
What does it do for you every day?
Right, a lot of things it do for me, right? The first thing it do for me, it release negative energy, right? And you got to ground right. A lot of people ground, but they don't push to their feet to release the negative energy into
today.
They don't do that, right? And then they don't breathe correctly. They don't breathe correctly, right? A lot of people supposed to breathe through your stomach, but everybody breathe for survival mode. They breathe through their chest.
No, that's a good point. But this first point he made, grounded in the day versus
You're supposed
night.
to run around breathing through your chest, gang.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about that day versus night. I could be wrong. You know, I'm a occultist, I'm a metaphysician, and I've been in this thing since 18. Shit. And I just ain't
Listen, I'm just trying to keep it real, right? And remember, if you got a girl, right, you got a woman, I like to call them companions. Jesus had a companion, right? If you got you a companion, tell her to ground at night, right? And then you go ground in the day. Then y'all come together, and then y'all be good. Nobody free,
What
gang.
do you think love is?
Hey, listen.
That nigga said, hold on, let me let y'all hear it again. This nigga said,
it's different, right? When you ground in the daytime, right, it's for you to absorb energy, right? To activate your masculine.
activate
right?
masculine in the day.
You do it at night, it's to activate your feminine, right? A lot of people don't know this, right?
At night when you ground, you activating your feminine. Now listen, I don't, you know me, I don't mind being wrong. But you know, niggas just be shooting they shot now, baby. I've been grounding for the longest. You feel me? Niggas is shooting they shot at anything. But look, first I started off and everybody should be grounded. Everybody see when I'm talking about receiving the sun from this LAILA Africa video again, right? There's really no excuse, right? I know a lot of times we try to put the excuse on my job and all of that. But essentially, let's say you get off at 5, right? Okay. Well, you got 3 more hours before that sunset starts to set in, right? So now, before you go home from work, get outside and go to that park and walk and catch that sun rays. You got to start where you're at. You feel me? Wherever that might be. If you go to work at 9, sun comes up at sunset at 6:47. So shit, you can get outside early. You feel me? And catch that sun. But essentially, we are the sun people, and we do need to start putting our bodies in this sun. So that's what I've been doing as of lately, really putting my body in the sun. Obviously, I ground every day because my backyard, and I just don't wear shoes outside. I don't know how to even do that. Outside is just it's just normal now. But what 607 Uck was saying, you know what I'm saying? Boys is just trying to shoot at anything. Now, if he's right, cool. Y'all just show me some more videos or some more evidence of it. Oh, this is the masculine. This is the feminine. I get the concept. The sun, the masculine, Heru, right? All of that. The night, the moon, feminine, the cool. Whatever. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you feel me? I just know that when you're grounded, you are releasing a lot of toxins, but then you're receiving all this energy that's going to help you understand yourself more, essentially, and be one with nature, because everything is cyclical, right? So the seasons is based off of your heart chakra as well, right? Because earth and heart is the same thing. So essentially, when you fall into the alignment of Sister Earth, right? Because she's your partner, she's not bigger than you. Y'all are a tag teaming in this thing, right? Then essentially you'll be in alignment with your energy and alignment with your spirit.
Message.
So you want to be able to have that process. So, back to me running back then when I was a kid and shit, or younger. From 18 to goddamn 20 to 20, basically 27, 28, I was running from the work. And based off of the conspiracy theory, thinking that's going to serve me better and stuff like that. All of this stuff is just about putting your body in the work. the manifestations and the miracles I've been experiencing for the past 3 months now, since I've been outside more and more heavier in the sun, has been turning up my vibration, my energy, my spirit, making me move a lot more, making me stay in motion. And I just want to encourage the family, like, that ain't no small thing to like bypass. Oh yeah, just the sun, okay, I get it when I can. No, I'm telling you, like, literally what LAILA Afrika said in that video, 2 hours a day. Because again, what's happening is you're transforming into a beast, into a monster, into something that's more natural, which is your natural state. Your monster is to this world. You feel me? You're alien to this world. So the Matrix is based off of the systemized ideas that they're putting you in. The jobs, the cubicles, staying inside, receiving all these positive ions and stuff like that. When you get outside in nature, you're receiving these negative ions and these photons. And then photons is going to put you back in more harmony, more harmonious spirit with yourself, so you can actually get on your shit. Nigga, the young guy that Yosef event went in, baby. Oh my God, he did a great job. Man, let me give a powerful brother, young guy at Yosef event, the first guy. Yosef did his thing too. That young guy brought some heat, very powerful information, and some, and some motivation, some inspiration to tap in and turn on. Shout out to everybody that was at Yosef's event too. Let me see if y'all in the comments now. You feel me? The young guy's name was VJ, but they be having all them other names and stuff like that. You feel me? Me and Rob was building. Rob Blackstorm. Y'all follow my bro guy Rob. Ike was there. April. My guy Mr. Young was there. Caprell was there. The whole family was there. It was fire, man. Nigga, we had a good time. Fire event, and that's what I'm saying. Just being in the midst of the people and just being able to touch people and really feel their energy is a different thing than these screens. You feel me? So we got to be able to bask in that. But the young guy, VJ, he did his thing, and he was diving into, our harmony, our circular energy, essentially, right? And that's what we're talking about when we talk about getting outside, receiving that sun code, them sun. See, that's an easy work to do right there, going outside, receiving the sun. If you are the sun god, right, then essentially you need to think consciously and say, okay, well, if I am the sun god, Simba, right, Mufasa, then maybe I should get out in the sun more. I'm just telling you what it is. Sometimes we just be running from ourselves like we Forrest Gump in this bitch. Run, Forrest, run. We looking crazy in this hole. The work the work is working on you, right? And when we're running from the work, whether that be consciously or what I'm saying, with the fear, excuses and shit, it's just all excuses. I don't want to hear that shit. This is your life. So you're going to have to figure out, okay, how can I do more things to change my vibration and to start picking up my energy so I can move a little bit faster, a little bit more swifter, think a little bit sharper. You feel me? I've been challenging myself to do 2 fasts a week, at least 2 a week, right? One day here, one day here. You feel me? And catch them fast. I've been challenging myself to hit it, right? And those are good things because it literally takes me out of the human and reminds me that I am God.
Message.
So I want the family to understand that to the core. You stop running from your work. Stop running from your spiritual work, your meditation, your grounding, getting outside in the sun, all of that stuff. That video, LAILA Afrika, I just played at the beginning of this thing, is an important video for the family to really digest within themselves. You running like you goddamn running from a bill collector that keeps on calling your damn phone and shit. Nigga, get to work, nigga. It's all this. See, That shit is distractions. I'm telling you. Them boys out here, none of that shit matters. All of this stuff about, the people, Trump, Anunnaki, this time and all. The only thing that matters is right now. All that other shit, that shit is finito. It's some bullshit. It's just to keep your mind on something outside of yourself and to keep you following like you're following Jesus. It's the same narrative. It's all the same stuff. So again, if you're not getting to work, and I just gave y'all a powerful work, sit outside that's easy. Sit outside for 2 hours. You feel me? At least 2 hours a day. And I ain't saying if you can, I'm saying make time. Figure out how to make time. Figure out how to do it. See, I just told y'all, get on the phone for an hour, go outside, right? Walk. You go to a park and walk, right? But essentially that sun is going to help heal your body and then make you move faster, make you think sharper, and then make you have more confidence, more assertiveness, more energy. Hey, Ru, sun god, you feel me? So a lot of times what happens is we might be feeling a shell of ourselves based off of us being in these microwave boxes all day. So now the fear is just really stimulated through us being in a microwave, in a goddamn Jack in a Box. But you got to think outside of the box, and you got to think outside of the box in such a way that moves your energy out of the goyim of the regular people that's thinking from a slower level. See, the path may be uncomfortable, but avoiding it is keeping you away from your power, from your superpower. So, hey, we know the tools. Meditation. What you got to look at your schedule. Zoom out. Look at your schedule and say, all right, bet. I get it. I see it. Right? Boom, 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 boom. I can do my meditation right here. I can do get outside right here. I can ground right here and just figure out your plan of attack. Because again, there's nothing else but the spiritual work. That's it. So if you're just running away from it because you're just trying not to hear this shit and you're trying to just be all, I gotta my time. And see, you're going, the survival mode is keeping you going in that energy of thinking you got to get out here and work these jobs and stuff. If you lean back and get to your spiritual bag of this thing, essentially the freedom will start to reign supreme. It'll come when it's supposed to come, right? You don't want to think like, oh, it's going to come tomorrow because I sat outside in the sun and shit. It's a process. All of this is a process. It's like little drips of water, right? Soon enough, you're going to have a goddamn pool or whatever. You feel me? So you just got to keep on going to the gym of your mind and really get into that space of power yourself up. You feel me? The work you avoid is the work that wants to set you free. And you keep on avoiding it, shit, guess what? You're never going to be free. Toasty! You're going to be always running in circles and doing the same thing. And 2026 is right around the corner. And you know what I'm saying? You just got to put up or shut up. Now's the moment. And if you're not living in this moment, then shit, you out of there. Yep, Zeke, you was there too. What's up, Zeke? Yeah. My bro guy, Zeke came from goddamn, where you came from? He came from 11 hours away. Kunanga was there. He came from Dallas, right? Shout out to the family, everybody that was there, man. Yeah, everybody that was there. It was powerful build. Dominique, was you there? Man, I seen so many people. It was crazy. You feel me? All right, let's get this Motion Mondays on. Motion Mondays. So yeah, refer back to, well, let me play it for all the people that just came in. Hey, y'all light this thing up, because let me play this LAILA Africa one more time. So y'all can hear it and say y'all didn't hear it and shit and try to avoid it. This is the guide. You feel me? See, the young guy at Yosef thing, BJ, that nigga reminded me of LAILA Africa. That shit was funny. That nigga was kind of having an attitude and shit. Young too. He's like, yes, what you want? You know, LAILA Africa got that funny approach to the world and shit. That nigga LAILA, he disgusted with y'all humans, boy. He just, goddamn. He used to look at niggas like the epitome of disgust. That's what that nigga VJ was looking at. Niggas was asking questions. He was like, nigga, don't ask me, young God. I was like, all right, yo, so, hey, you got you. That young guy was fired, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see. All right. I said I was going to show y'all the video one more time. Here we go. Check it out. Shout out to the family.
If you get less than 2 hours of sunlight today, you have seasonal affective disorder, you are mildly depressed. You are black people, you cannot have less than 2 hours of sunlight a day. You're sunlight dependent. But if you're around the Europeans, you come into caves like this, a building or a classroom, and you're always away from the sun. We were educated outside in the sun.
We're educated outside in the sun. Nigga, my son be waking up. My son be waking up disgusted when he wake up, nigga. That nigga wake up. My 2-year-old, about to be 2-year-old, that nigga wake up like he just disappointed. I be looking at that nigga wake up. He be waking up like the audacity for me to wake up back in this bitch. He be so disgusted and so like, every time I be like, come on, just wake up normal. I just be wanting to wake up normal. Why kids do that to babies? You know, they come they come from the astral realms like, what the fuck is this? God damn, that nigga wake up like he just distraught. Nigga, I'm sitting on the couch chilling, you know what I'm saying? He's sleeping on the side of me on the couch and stuff peacefully. I got the sleep sounds going so he can stay asleep and shit, right? One of my daughters running fast, like Speedy Gonzalez, yelling and shit. My youngest daughter. Almost, Kimmy, what the... Nigga, my son must have woke up and just looked like, nigga, I'll beat your motherfucking ass. And I was, you know how you got to keep them babies calm. You be like, what is it? He looked at me like, nigga, what the fuck? What? He was just mad, disappointed. Sun gods, baby, the sun gods. The children know they'll lead the way. The children know. That girl Cardi B said, she said, oh, that's horrible, though. I ain't condone. She said, nigga, that's why your son's favorite color is 5. I said, oh my God. What? I said, oh my God, oh my God. She said, that's why your son's favorite color is 5. That's fucked up, nigga. You got to fight after that. I was blown away. I said, hold on, what did she just say? That bitch said, that's why your son's favorite color is 5. Just to even think of some stuff like that is absolutely amazing. I said, these girls, they're gonna have to fight. They might as well just set up a real boxing match and really get it in. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, there's no returning from that. The words is sharp, and then y'all doing it on a public forum. Yeah, y'all gonna have to get that fight in one of these days. And you know, we don't condone violence, but at the same time, at the end of the day, they going after each other's kids. There's no going back. It's time to get it. You feel me? Yeah, I know. I see y'all in here. What's up, family? What's the deal? What's the deal, family? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, let's get this Motion Mondays on. Before we get the Motion Mondays on, I wanted to do a decode on Diddy real quick. Because I know Diddy just got 50 months. And the funny thing is he did 14 of the months, so now he got 36 months left. So right when I seen that 36, I said, oh, there it go, baby. That's it. 3 6s. 666. See, you can't look at Diddy and his situation. All of these are symbols for you, for you, for you, for you.
Message.
So the 666 is basically your melanin God body energy, right? 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. 18 equals 9. 9 is you, divine 9-1, the completed man, the God, 9 ether being, right? So understand that, cool. You see Diddy going into jail, but we know Diddy as, remember, he's a fuck nigga. So it's not about us being on his side because we're black. We just understand that I'm staying away from all that fuck nigga energy. You feel me? And I ain't even around no fuck niggas in 2026 and beyond. I completed that mission. These niggas is in jail and they're removed from my spirit completely.
Message.
I'm just telling you what it is, nigga. Either see, the closest 5 people around you is gonna affect your energy. They got a whole thing on the book. It's called Psi energy. They affect your energy whether you know it or not. So it's gonna be up to you to stay your Heru, your sun god mission, their courageous mission, and say, you know what? Let me move around. I'm good. I'm not even, nope. I'm moving around from all this fuck nigga energy. See, y'all have loyalty depth with these friends. Them loyalty depths is messing y'all up. Either you want to become something different or you don't. You can't pick up the phone for that friend that you know don't have nothing going for themselves. You're gonna have to put yourself in winning positions and talk to people that's gonna raise your vibration and that's gonna challenge you. You feel me? See, when I be building with Yosef outside in the sun. So that's an hour and a half, whatever. You feel me? In the sun. Boom. That's 2 hours right there. I'm outside. You feel me? Or I'm building with, one of my business associates that is going to help me make plays. Or I'm having one of my consultations outside. You feel me? So you got to figure out ways to get outside because, again, that sun is going to do something to the water in your body. And that water is all you are, 85% water. So it's going to manipulate that water in your body to be more high vibrational. Then when you're more high vibrational, you attract more high vibrational things because you're moving more courageously, more assertive, more focused, and more driven. You feel me? That's the manifestation. And then guess what happens when that happens? The miracle happens after that. So, this ain't the lottery. You got to move. It's about motion. And the lack of motion is based off of your internal system being shot and put into a coffin, a box, your home, that's taking you away from the light codes or the photons that's coming from the sun. So I want to encourage the family. This is what I've been doing for the past few months. Been sitting outside in that sun. And nigga, my miracles have been happening left and right, heavier. I've already been a manifester like crazy. So now I'm seeing more and more of the miracles happen. And I'm like, oh, and see, I told the family the other day, I said, look, water your plants. You got to water your plants. There's something about watering these plants that's turning up your energy as well, because the plants can hear you and they can feel you, and they want to, they want to show you love, but you got a reciprocity thing. If you neglecting the plants, the earth, sister earth, then essentially is you neglecting yourself, your heart chakra. Earth and heart are the same thing. So you got to water your plants heavy. You got to make sure you take care of your garden, take care of you, because it's the garden of your mind. So those are simple works that you can do. You can't run forever, baby. You're going to have to get out of the thinking of the logical way and understand that this is a spiritual mission.
Message.
No way around it, baby. You think you're going to logically work more hours and stuff to get to the manifestation. No, that's the human. It's going to come in a way that you're not going to see. I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you, some of the stuff that's been coming up lately now, as of now, I said, oh my God, I didn't see it coming that way. Man, hey, and that's how the miracle happens. You feel me? We're trying to force the miracle, but we're about power. Power. This is power versus force, and you're a powerful being. The end. All right, let's get it on, family. Motion Mondays. Motion Mondays is where I go down my Instagram feed and we feed our spirits some powerful, loving information. Now, the reason why I started early is because we got Shivatism, family. We got Shivatism at 9:30, family. So y'all be on the lookout for the Shivatism build at 9:30, fellas, because I'm going to bring some more heat. And here go the guy, DJ Mindset. Fabulous, brother. You feel me? Hold on, let's get it on. Share screen. All right, we here. DG Mindset.
As you being everything that you're capable of being, that means you can't be comfortable and be great. The two don't go together. I'm going to have to do uncomfortable things, meaning I have to go back to, in my own psyche, I have to go back in my own subconscious and get rid of these stories that I've been telling myself. Here's why it's painful though. You have created an identity around that. You think that's you, that unworthy version of you who's seeking acceptance and approval. You think that's you. The one who's overeating and doing these things, knowing it shouldn't be doing it. You think that's you. The one who it's easier for you to stay in bed and not go and do and be what you're capable of being. You have to let go of that version of you. Oh, and better believe there's going to be some self-sabotage, because self-sabotage is what keeps you in that old frequency. So this is where I'm telling you, you gotta be accountable. Nobody can want it for your own life more than you want it for yourself. And nobody's going to do it for you. That's why you have to look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, if I don't do it for me, nobody's going to do it. I'm doing this for me. I'm going to reach my greatness because I know that there is more inside of me and there's nothing that can stop me.
DG Mindset. Yeah, your higher self calls you through the uncomfortable processes of the world. That's how your higher self speaks to you, through discomfort. And running only delays you from your alignment of your true self. See, when I was taking all them drugs and stuff and trying to run from the work, it essentially was just that. I was running from the work. I was just trying to act like I didn't have to get uncomfortable and be something different, be something new. So I kept running, and look, I'm just telling you my testimony. I ran for 10 years from the work, 11, 12 years from the work. You feel me? Not until I said, all right, you know what? Fuck it. Hey, if I don't get it in now, I'm going to just keep on running. So meditation, sun gazing, sunlight, being outside, getting into your spiritual bag, doing your chakra work, all of those things is something that you have to put in the forefront of your mind. And remember, it's not about you having an action reaction thing. This is about vibration. This is about changing your vibration so you can become anew and be thinking on a whole nother level, be moving differently. But if you want to stay the old self and stay in that uncomfortable position that you always been in, then by habit, just do the same thing you've been doing, right? What they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and think you're getting results. No, you're going to have to run amok on yourself and see how you can turn up in this thing based off of vibration, your energy alone. So I want to encourage the family to understand that it is going to be uncomfortable at first, right? I remember the first time I was meditating, boy, I used to see all kind of stuff. Hood niggas trying to chase me. I was running from them. Monstrous figures, people setting me up, trying to rob me and stuff like that. It just kept on running in my mind just based off of where I came from in the program that I was built in. You feel me? So now all of a sudden I'm seeing all these different images of me being attacked, and I was trying to move my mind into something more positive, more outlook, but I had to keep on fighting it because that's just what my mind knew at the time. You feel me? I kept on fighting it, and then I realized, I looked up and I said, oh, wait, these images are actually me.
Message.
So now, once I actually passed that uncomfortable stage, then the light was able to shine bright. Out of darkness comes light. And, you know, it's a process. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be something that happens, you know, just like that. But it's one of those things that will happen, you know, as long as you're patient and as long as you have gratitude and as long as you're, you know, diligent on your transformation. Boy, did y'all see that Julian kid? The kid, he finally did it. Y'all seen him? Let me see if I can find it. I shared it. Julian Brown or something like that. The kid with the gasoline. Patience, baby. He was in hiding and everything. He was like, so now you know it's a new time. Let me see. Where is it at? I think his name. Yeah, this kid right here. Hold on. Julian Brown. Let's see what he on, baby.
23 scat pack right here. It's on E. She's gonna try to start it to show we got no fuel in this thing.
Hey, buddy. Go back some. Go back some. Go back. It ain't starting up.
Here we go. History in the making, baby.
Plastoline.
Okay. I think that's it.
All right, we think that's it.
All right.
All right, it's empty.
Yeah. Hey, are you scared?
I am.
Yeah. Have some faith. You got it.
I got faith.
All right.
I'll start it.
Hit it.
Hit it.
We got to share that video up, baby. He changing the world. He changing the world. He was patient. He was diligent. And listen, this is a big moment. You know, hey, I'm just telling you, y'all see them gas prices. See, they can't take this away from him. He the one. So now he's just going to have to strategically figure out how to get his investors in line, because essentially what's going to happen is, you know what I'm saying, they're going to try to, you can't kill him. It's over. You kill him, we will uproar this bitch. Try to if you want. But he's just going to have to strategically get backing. And that's going to be the task. So he might have to start small, but essentially it's going to be big because somebody's going to back him. One of these NBA players or somebody's going to have to back him. One of these billionaire people needs to back them ASAP, because again, if you're creating gasoline from plastic, now you just have a mountain amount of resources to really turn up and get it on. So he did it, and I'm excited about it because essentially he's changing the world, and now the powers have shifted. Like we were saying, that it's good, everything has to go back into its natural state in order. Well, you know what I'm saying? The people that have the gasoline on lock, them are Saudi Arabians and all of that stuff, and all, you know, that whole 9/11 conspiracy theory and all of that about it's up, it's here, we here now, and it's time to, you know what I'm saying, put this kid, Julian Brown, these sun gods in the forefront to be the next billionaires. You feel me? Because that's what it is. Trillionaires essentially now, because that's what he's about to be as he's moving through this thing. Because shit, let's get our gas from him. Y'all talking about it was going to be electrical cars. Shit, is Julian Brown going to keep us in the know and in the zone?
Message.
So that's fly. That's fly. All right, let's keep on going with this Instagram. I had to share that because the guy that's some. Yeah, I remember at first seeing him, and you know what I'm saying, he, you know, you got to keep it hidden a little bit.
Friendly reminder: your thoughts mirror your reality. Your thoughts mirror your reality. Now, what did you just do with that? You either believe it, that your thoughts create your experience of life, or you dismissed it because you don't believe you have control. Either way, they're both creations from the mind out in play. The person who believes they can and the person who believes they cannot are both right. Friendly reminder. Think in fear, you'll find walls. Think in purpose, you will find windows. Your mind doesn't just see the world. It filters it, shapes it, builds it. Every thought is a chisel. Every belief is a blueprint. And day by day, your reality rises to match the patterns you repeat. Granted, not everything is in your control. Storms happen, life breaks rhythm. But how you think is. How you think is in your control. And that alone can change everything. So when doubt whispers or the path gets dark, remember, you are not the storm. You are the one learning to fly through it. So rise up, grab the reins, choose to dream.
Fire. Adiola. He be making the story Instagram reels and stuff like that. Yeah, getting back to the work, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that your thoughts are things, and you can let your thoughts turn into emotions, which turns into action. So again, the affirmations, the auto suggestions, the purposely, consciously, deliberately putting yourself in winning positions every rising by looking at things that actually serve your greater good, watching things that serve your greater good. You picking up your phone anyway, might as well scroll. See, instead of you scrolling and looking at that gossip stuff, get uncomfortable and look at the high vibrational stuff like these Motion Mondays we're doing. Because again, at the same time, at the end of the day, what it's going to do is trigger a different thought in your spirit. And that different thought is going to move you in a different direction throughout your day. And then you build upon these days of high vibrational momentum. And then days turns into weeks, weeks turns into months, months turns into years of you being a high vibrational being. And that high vibrational being is just attracting everything it wants to it because you're out of the fear zone. You're the sun god. You're in the Heru zone. You're in the love zone, unconditional love for self. So now the unconditional love for self is going to magnetize different opportunities to you that's going to be worth more than gold.
Message.
So understand your thoughts are things, and that's how this world works. They create, there's like a spark. It's like that first time. It's the gateway drug, essentially, right? Feed your thoughts something different. Move into the thing, right? You thought you was just gonna hit weed. Now you out here smoking cocaine and shit. Nigga, I was smoking weed, young, right? Thinking, this is it. I ain't doing nothing else. Nigga, I ended up doing cocaine, pills, bars, all of that shit. Never did no crack. Never got to the crack. Hell nah. But that soft, that white girl, lean and shit. It was a whole different world of high. Just stayed high, you feel me? Just the highlight. But now I'm high on my own supply. My own supply is my energy.
Message.
So, you know what I'm saying? Transmute your energy. And again, it's going to be uncomfortable at first. But essentially, you can do it because you are God, right? You know what another thing you can do? Instead of saying it's going to be uncomfortable, say it's easy. I've been practicing that too, because I've been getting back in my squat game heavier. And I've been saying, oh, this is going to be easy. It's going to be a cinch. Even if I ain't feeling it at the moment, I'll say that. And essentially what will happen is that, because your mind will start playing tricks on you and stuff. You'll be like, damn, I don't know. I might get like 7 this time. Fuck it. I'm tired of this shit. But you say it's easy. You say it's easy. You look up and keep your eyes up doing the squats. You knock that 10 out. You be like, oh, you be tired. But you was like, damn, I'm glad I was saying it was easy. And you be right there. You be up. There you go. Thank you, Spirit. Right on time, baby.
Sorry about you.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
I'm going to give you a basic exercise that will allow you to to activate your prosperity at this moment, to activate that feeling tone. Just take a breath with me here. Just close your eyes for just a second. Two things. First, think about a moment in your life where you felt that all of your needs were met. It can be any time on your timeline. If you can't think of such a moment or feel such a moment, imagine it. Feel right now that all of your needs are met. All of your legitimate needs are met. Just feel it. Now open your eyes, take another breath, sustain the breath, and feel. All needs are met. Just feel it. Release. Now, let me explain something to you. It's not against the law to feel that all your needs are met before they manifest. That's the right use of the universal law. You feel it now. And then you'll be guided as to what to do, what actions to take to bring forth that demonstration in your life. I'm hosting a free masterclass.
Michael Beckwith, the great GOAT, Michael Beckwith, biggest metaphysical church in the land. You know, the spirit is simple. It's simple, but it's not easy, right? We can say that because at the same time, at the end of the day, what happens is we try to get too creative and try to do other things, and a lot of times we just want to be fed the conspiracy things and be in that zone of genius that feels comfortable to us. Oh yeah, let me blame somebody else. Let me blame Trump. Let me blame this person, that person. Instead of blaming ourselves, instead of looking at ourselves, right? So it gets tricky because, again, these people that y'all are calling quote unquote spiritual teachers or leaders or whatever, right? They're just feeding you the gossip goyim thing. And we believe that that's the real game, but the real game is to repetitiously do this stuff that I'm doing. See, I don't need YouTube to pay my bills. This is Dharma work for me. I'm giving back in the aspect of showing love and putting myself out there in the space of saying, all right, this is my Dharma. This is what I'm called to do. So let me move in the trajectory of doing this. These other niggas, they need that shit. A lot of it too. That's why they do the conspiracy theory videos and then that's what I'm saying. My survival is not based off of none of that shit, right? This trying to get y'all to click and all of that stuff. It's my shit is made manifest based off of I'm just that nigga. You feel me? And shit, I just manipulated the streams in so many different ways and facets. So again, you know, you got to be mindful and be wary of what you're looking at, because again, if it's not serving your greater good, then you want to just be the same person over and over again, or you want to do something different and see some new results, right? So when you're hearing me even repeat the same things over and over and over again, that's good because it's doing something to your mind to shift you into a new world, a new you. Because you might have not heard it the first time, the second time, the third time. The eighth time is something's going to break inside of you and say, you know what, enough is enough. Let me see what Dream was talking about, because I was running away. You feel me? And repetition is the key. So the simple stuff be the things niggas be running from, when it's really just you getting down and dirty, putting your feet in the grass and really running this thing into the new you. But we want the complicated stuff. We want to, you know what I'm saying, boys, want to do some Dr. Strange type stuff. I tell you, dog, that's gonna keep you in. It might be overwhelming. So the overwhelming energy of that is a problem. Then, secondly, we wasn't meant to be super fancy with this thing, right? See, you learn that doing stuff hard thing, or it has to be hard, from public school. That's that public school training. These kids is got dang 16, 17, 21, 25 millionaires because they just did something simple, keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again. So we're looking at this thing backwards because y'all might be in the age group or the program mindset of saying, oh, it got to be harder, or it's not going to work. These kids are saying, shit, I would just do this, and shit, oh shit, millions. And they look at millions, they look at money like it's water, like it's some drinking water. They like, shit, all right. They playing, look at some of them streamers on the, you can see we got to study it all. You got to, okay, what is that? Right? See, when they're streaming, there's something that's shifted inside of them that just says, turn the camera on and, okay, y'all want to pay me to watch me? All right, bet, watch this. See, and you can't even look at the Kai Sinatra speeds and stuff. Those are the ones that's upper echelon and shit. There's people 100,000, 200,000 out here. I was watching the football game yesterday, and I seen one of my partners on the screen. And I said, oh shit, my nigga Lonzo, that shit crazy. He was like in the field. He a scout for the Bills. I didn't know he was a scout for the Bills because he used to be a scout for the Green Bay Packers. Then I think he went to the Jets. And I seen him on the screen yesterday on the Sunday Night Football or whatever. And I looked at him and I said, oh shit, okay, dang. And you know, my pocket watching that. I said, all right, well, let me see how much Zoe making now. Shit, it's 20 years since he been this damn scout. And they said, and I was thinking it was gonna be like $1 million or whatever. 150,000, 80 to 150,000, which is good, nothing to sneeze at. You feel me? You watching football and you going there to do these football stuff and all of that. But I would have thought he would have been, you know what I'm saying, turned already, just based off of being in the NFL. And you know how that goes, the glamour of it, right? 80 to 150,000. So I'm pretty sure he's on the top end of that because he's been doing this since he was 21. He came out of OU. This is my childhood friend too. Came out of OU football, defensive end. And then he ended up just doing the NFL thing where he worked his way up to being a scout or whatever. So my point about that was, you know what I'm saying, it's really consistency, but just being in the space, or not even that, just looking at that amount that he made, right? It's kind of like, oh shit, okay, cool. If he's happy with it, cool. You feel me? But what I'm saying is these kids is making money appear to be something as easy as tying your shoes. So we got to look at this thing and really gauge, okay, what's actually happening here. These streamers are making 200,000, 300,000 a year for talking shit online. Then you got to look at yourself and say, all right, what can I do to get into my bag? Because if it's just about showing your sun god power, then oh, happy day. You feel me?
Message.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Let's get Shivatism, we're coming. I'm coming, Patreon family. Don't worry. I'm going to do one more and then we're going to get it on. Shout out to Michael Beckworth with the words of wisdom.
Do this for 7 days and watch what you want manifest in your life. Get a white piece of paper and a pen with blue ink and write down 70 times what you want as if you actually already achieved it, such as, I have a brand new SLK Mercedes. You write down exactly what you want and you write it down for 70 times. And the reason you do this is as you're writing with deliberate intent, you're picturing in your mind you in possession of your desire. And you're feeling now as if you would feel if you actually had it. And by writing it 70 times, it fatigues the brain. So you stop broadcasting that picture on the beta wave, the poverty wave, and you start broadcasting it on the alpha theta wave. At the lower end of alpha brainwave frequency, at the top end of theta. That's the billionaire brainwave or the wealth wave. You do that for 70 times, you write it down 70 times, 7 days in a row, and watch what you want manifest right before your eyes. Do this.
God damn, 70 times. Ha. See, what I've been doing not that, but I've been writing 3 times a week who I am. You feel me? So what I've been doing, I'm gonna tell y'all an easier way. What I've been doing was I've been using my tuning fork, right? Using my tuning fork on my pineal gland first, speaking what I'm about to write, right? Using my tuning fork, speaking what I want to write, putting it on my heart, my pineal gland, on the top of my crown too, right? Even on my groin area, you feel me? And just doing that for 5 minutes while I'm speaking it. Then I'll write it out 1 time. And I've been doing that 3 times a week.
Message.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's been working for me, and I've been seeing my manifestations come into the fold. So shit, that's 70 times, baby. Now I get what he's saying, because that's gonna exhaust the hell out of you. But God damn. 70, your arm might break. You know, hey, I ain't trying to say shit. Go for yours. If you felt that technique in your spirit, go for yours. But essentially, nigga, you got the melanin, you got the God power, you got the sun God energy. Write that thing, you know what I'm saying, once a week and really feel the energy. Now, if you have to write it 2-3 times just to really feel the energy, then go for it. But I'm telling you, I've been using my tuning fork, 5 minutes. Put it on my heart, groin, pineal gland, top of pineal gland, all my chakras essentially, right? And just keep on doing that while I'm listening to binaural beats on the music, on the Apple Music app, right? Just put in meditative music or put in binaural beat sounds or whatever, right? And just writing and saying it out loud. As I'm putting the tuning fork on me, I'm saying it out loud too. Then I'll go into the writing, the chaos writing. I am, and write it into present existence as it's happening now, because it is happening now. It's just physical is trying to catch up with it. Yes, sir, family. Yes, sir. Shivatism right now, Patreon family. Shivatism, fellas. I'm gonna come on in about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So be on the lookout for the link, family, and I'll see y'all soon. Y'all know what it is, family. Peace to the gods.
Look, fuck that, nigga. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga.